every year Shadow Ranch has a fundraiser. We are your therapeutic equestrian center. This year we didn't just go outside the box, we threw the box away. We are having Sulphur Springs' first Renaissance Fair. Okay, it's a full-blown Renaissance festival. You've got vendors, you've got people in costume. If you've been to Scarborough Fair or Avalon, I've already been told that we're better than Avalon, and this is our first year. Okay, the big thing this evening at 7:30 is a full contact joust. It's not what you see at medieval times. It is full contact. They will knock each other off the horses and do all their skills, games of skill inside there on horseback, inside the air-conditioned arena.
Okay.
And for $15 and an hour and a half show, that ain't bad.
Well, what you got going on out here besides fire dancers?
We got fire dancers. We've got belly dancers. If you've seen it at a Renaissance fair, it's here.
Okay, cool.
We've got all kinds of vendors. We've got archery stuff. We've got, if it's in Renaissance fair, it's here.
Okay, what kind of crowd have you had today?
Surprisingly, very, very good. I can't give you exact numbers, but we've been busy. We've been busy.
Well, good.
I mean, look here. We got a wizard right behind you.
Oh my God.
We got a wizard right behind you. Yeah, we've got wizards, we've got fawns, we've got all kinds of stuff. It's it. Go back into the history.
Well, I want to talk to Gandalf here.
Balthazar, Gandalf's brother.
Oh, okay. What brings you to Sulphur Springs?
I have a friend that lives here, so we come see her all the time, and then I got connected with the sign shop, and the next thing I know, I'm helping them with the Renfest.
Oh, got connected with the sign shop?
Yes.
Okay, so you're from around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually live in Dallas, but I come here twice a month.
Okay, what's your real name?
My real name is Philip Gabbard.
And how did you get suckered into this?
I enjoy it quite a bit. We've been in Renfest festivals and ever since 1999. So we've been going to all different fairs, and then they mentioned about having a joust and said we need to expand it. Next thing you know, we've got a Ren Fair going on here.
What's your name?
Jason.
What are you doing out here?
Having fun.
You're what?
Having fun.
Having fun? Who's this?
Oh,
It's who?
My dad.
Young sir, right there. What's the worst word you know? We'll find the level of the room. You know, make your parents proud. What's the worst word you know? Okay, you're thinking about it too hard. Yeah, don't really do it, because you're going to get grounded, I'll get fired, we'll both be upset. All right, then. Man number one. He's not sure about me whatsoever. He's going, all right, I'm moving away. The pedophile thing was just an odd thing in general. Okay, all right, here we go. Keep things exciting. Man number one was feeling quite glum, but a clever idea had he. The idea he'd gotten was to come up from the bottom. Okay, well, that's heat stroke. But that's also the problem about a magician with ADHD. Small playground, high fence. Put me in a Ren Fair, you know. Squirrel. Tortoise. You know. Anyway, hold on. And now, he landed in tub number 3, recovery. I'm on the full 12-step program at about -7. Thank you, my audience. Don't clap too much, you know, you gotta preserve sweat. So with a look at the mass, he decided last he'd try and come over the top. He was doing quite well when he gave it a yell and fell through again with a prop. So giving a sigh, decided he'd try his luck in tub number 1. But just as before, he fell to the floor right where he'd started from. So he stayed his step on in tub number 1, the second in tub number 2. The third jumped in 3. I'll put that there for a second. That's long enough. Very important to present the illusion of clumsiness. Now, the third jumped in 3, shuddered with glee, and the 3 of them all fell through. Ta-da! Dankeschön! Dankeschön! I didn't realize we had so many botanists over here, but anyway, it's because it's arborist, I guess, would have been, yeah. Oh, shut up and carry on. I'm Captain Tom Bedlam.
And what are you doing here?
I've no idea what I'm doing here. I think most people wonder what the heck I'm doing here. But I'm a magician irritant. Yes.
Well, explain that.
Well, I think most magic is very irritating. I just really, you know, I teach people through magical ways how to cheat, lie, and steal for a living. That's my, you know, how to make money as a pirate, basically. You know, it's wildly inaccurate and generally is useless, but entertaining.
And how long have you been doing this?
I even got a watch. What time is it? Yeah, I've been doing it since I was like 8 years old. Not quite the pirate thing, you know. I've digressed and become less mature as I've gotten older. So.
So you've done this for a living your entire life?
Yeah, pretty much. I did get off in the military for a stint, but then I was, you know, already had the right insanity to come right back into it. So, you know, a lot of kids, you've heard about Peter Pan syndrome?
Uh-huh.
Well, I went the other way. I went the pirate way. I'm like Hook, but I kept my hands, you know. So, yeah, it's hard to be a one-handed magician unless you're working the casinos, you know. Yeah, one-armed bandit works, but you know, not so much with. You see. Oh no, I wasn't sure. You know, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I've actually got a race because I'm going to be doing the feast in about 20 minutes. So I've got to get in, do a sound check, and get ready for the next show. But yeah, but Captain Tom Bedlam saying, "Oh, come on out and see us, you know, and bring valuables, because if I can't rob you, well, you know, I'm just some guy."
Once the bird is properly manned and comfortable in their environment, that's when the real training can start. Now, falconry is the oldest of all hunting sports. It's approximately 5,000 years old. Before there were knives, guns, bows, or arrows, having a bird of prey was the easiest and best way to guarantee fresh meat for the dinner table.
First of all, tell me who you are.
My name's Callie Dame, and I'm with Nightwings Birds of Prey.
Tell me about your birds.
Alright, well, this little guy right here, this is Rain. He's an American kestrel, which is the smallest falcon in North America. And then this guy right next to me is Merlin. He's a European common buzzard. And then the girl right down there, that is Geisa, and she's a barn owl.
What brought you here?
We do Renaissance fairs all over the country. We do educational shows.
Oh, really? So how many have you been to, roughly?
Roughly, I've done about 5 fairs throughout the year.
And how does this one compare to where you've been?
Well, this is a first-year fair, so it'll grow. It's a lot different, but it's a lot of fun.
When are you going to turn them loose and let them fly?
6 o'clock today, we'll let them fly. Most of the time, these guys are connected to a creance, though. They don't fly free, except for the little guy here, just because the girl on the end is still in training.
Okay. And what is this?
A European common buzzard. It's Europe's version of the red shoulder.
And one of the main reasons that we use a creance on an untrained bird of prey is that, of course, we're not going to just take that bird out in the back garden and let him go, right? Because what's going to happen? They're going to fly away, right? Go ahead and give them a big giant round of applause. Now, as I said before, this bird is actually still in training. Sometimes he gets very, very excited. He did not get a chance to fly at my 12:30 show. So he has been sitting around all day long going, is it me now? How about now? How about now? Now? Maybe now, right? So the one most important thing when training a bird of prey is the response time. I know that's something that all the parents in the crowd understand, right? We want the child or the bird to respond immediately upon being called. One major difference between training a bird of prey and training a small child is that you cannot count to 3 with a bird like this and get them to respond. You can also not threaten to take away their Xbox. Just say it, right? Now, as I said before, we want an absolutely instantaneous response time. We want to be able to take the tiny tidbit of food. We hold our arm up, we call the bird. Sometimes he decides to actually come when he's called, other times he just says, you know what, I'm right there. And you know what? He is doing very, very well. Let's go ahead and give him a big giant round of applause. Now we start to stretch this distance out further and further and further. With a bird like this, ideally we would be looking for a distance of about 60 to 80 yards. All right? But keep in mind, every single time we would call the bird, we would want the bird to respond instantaneously. Stay with me, parents, okay? Right? So sometimes when this bird goes back to the perch, he likes to make sure that the perch knows who's in charge. So you'll notice that sometimes when he goes back to the perch, he will occasionally reach out and hit it with his feet. Not really an uncommon thing. As I said, this guy does have an aggressive past. Now, most people think that falconers, that we teach our birds how to fly and we teach them how to hunt. Merlin, here. However, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. We teach them to do one thing and one thing only. Come back. That's it. All right? Knock on wood, in the 30-some-odd years I've been a falconer, I've never lost a bird permanently. I'm not bragging about it. It just means my time hasn't come yet. I also haven't flown my falcon today, so we'll see how it goes. Right? Now, as I said before, once we get the bird flying a very good distance, instantaneously every single time, basically, the next stage of the game is introducing something called the lure. All right, now the lure is a very, very important tool. It's actually a twofold tool. One, it shows the bird the type of prey that we wish to hunt.
What do you do?
We fight each other with sparring swords.
With what swords?
With sparring swords made out of polypropylene. They are made by Cold Steel, and they are weighted pretty accurately to the real thing. And plus, they're significantly cheaper than their steel counterparts.
Who's doing this?
Me and my friend Andrew.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew.
And I'm Travis.
Okay. Tell me your name.
Okay, my name is Daryl. I'm with Snake Encounters, Daryl Sprout. I am the world's only stand-up comic snake handling magician. I get more people over the fear of snakes than any shrink on earth. I specialize in the truly petrified. I've had little old ladies get over the fear of snakes at the end of my show with a snake around their neck, grinning from ear to ear. And I mean the little old lady, not the snake. So no, this is normal for me. This is every day for me. And when they were talking about the snakes being, well, yeah, you don't want the whole. Well, that animal will not hurt you if you beat him to death, but it's nice if you're nice to him. Give him most of the weight that you can, like any other animal that's afraid of falling. Well, any other animal with no arms and legs is afraid of falling. So that's the entire agenda to the snake. As long as the snake is used to people, my snakes are used to 60 Cub Scouts at a time. Most grown-ups can't do that. I mean, all over North Texas, I school scout troops, festivals, all of this sort of thing. This is the first time I've seen anything Renaissance being tried to do here, but I was part of Scarborough Fair, which is in Waxahachie, right?
Yeah, we've all heard of that.
Right, but they were not, well, their entertainment manager was like, yeah, well, we would really have you for Screams. Well, for 3 years I did Screams. Now, Screams is the front part of the park, but it's done during October, and it's a Halloween thing, okay? So the Snake Man is really popular in October. Yeah, well, the problem was Screams only had one building in the entire park of Scarborough Fair that could be closed in and heated to where my animals could survive an October night. All right, so Well, that building got a liquor license, so of course I'm not there anymore. Yeah. It's a no-brainer. But anyway, but that's part of the reason I'm here is because a buddy of mine was invited to be part of it, and he brought me out here, and I was like, okay, well, this is really short notice, but there's no question if this thing catches on, if they want a fun sort of animal comedy show, literally I use comedy and magic to help tell my story, which is basically don't kill the snake. I mean that rat snake in your tree. I mean he's worth $100,000 worth of pest control to you. Don't kill the rat snake. Leave him alone and name him George. Okay, so it's seriously because of me. There's hundreds of snakes in this country named George. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, the show's called,
how long have you been doing this?
30 years at least. I officially started in 1992, but I was doing it before that. So I guess that's 26 years, right? Yeah. But yeah. These are my ball pythons. Don't you love how the sides of their the body, you get little aliens and little ghosts with the little eyes, this is an animal that's called a ball python because he rolls up into a ball when he's frightened, and whatever can't swallow all of them can't swallow any of them. And they're also incredible for putting on even the most phobic human, because this animal would not defend himself if you beat him to death. So he's a good boy. At any rate, the whole idea is, in my lifetime, about half of the wildlife on this planet is gone. And it was almost all done by my species. And if I can do anything to stop people from killing any of it, I'm not just here to save the snake, I'm here to save the world. I'm saving the world one snake at a time. That absolutely everything you're afraid of is a Christmas present you haven't opened yet. As I say that, here's the butterfly on your stomach. You should take a picture of that. I don't know if you can get that, can you? Yeah, there he is.
David.
Oh, hey Doug.
Is there absolutely nothing in this town that you're not involved with?
You know, having fun, Doug. How are you tonight? Yeah, it's a great cause.
Tim Butler. Oh, well, I see what your official role is now.
Yeah.
I bet you could buy some wine here.
Got some wine here. Got some mead, cherry, and apple.
It's a Renaissance.
Have to have mead for the Renaissance Festival.
Is it real mead?
It's real mead.
Oh yeah, we have the cherry mead here. We made special for the Shadow Renaissance Festival here. We also have an apple cinnamon mead. So the cherry mead is more on the dry side, not real sweet, but you can sure taste the honey and the cherry. And then we have the apple cinnamon mead, which is sweet and it tastes like Mama's apple cobbler. So you definitely, these ladies are agreeing with us right here. So we also have, besides the two meads that we made special for the Renaissance, we have All Tied Up. If you're a beer drinker, it is a beer wine, and it's good. And we also brought our Sangiovese, a dry red, and the Backyard, a sweet red. So sweet, dry, mead, beer, come down and see us. We got a little bit of all of it there. So come on. It's really fun down here.
What is mead?
Mead is honey wine.
That's all it is.
It's the oldest known alcoholic beverage that there is. So it's just basically honey, just like sugar, and your fruit is fermented into the alcohol. So it's a honey wine, but it leaves a little bit of a honey taste on the end. So interesting, but good.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Now the apple cinnamon is very similar to it, except it's with apples also. Cinnamon, aged, sweetened up, sweeter. But it is literally, if you had some graham crackers, you take about a graham cracker and you take a swig, you've got Mama's apple pie going right down your stomach. I mean, you got to come on and try it.
And you made this specifically for?
Yes, just for the Renaissance.
This Renaissance Fair.
And next year they're going to do the Renaissance again, and we'll probably do the apple cinnamon mead again. And we're talking about doing a blackberry mead in place of the cherry mead. So since we grow blackberries at the farm, quite a lot of them, it'll be something different. It'll be a nice change. So we'll always, as long as they want us, we'll keep making the meads for this special event because it's for a great cause. So.
Are you Kinnicky?
I am Kinnicky.
Okay, tell me who you really are.
So I'm actually Krista Nicole, but I go by Kinnicky just because it was a fun nickname to kind of go by at the time. I've been hula hooping for about 4 to 5 years, and this is my first gig, kind of. So.
Oh, what brought you here?
Yeah.
What
brought me here? I am actually good friends with Chris and Kim.
Okay.
We have mutual friends and just kind of connected over the past year. So when they found out that I hula hooped, they were like, oh my gosh, like, let's see what you got and let's bring you out here. So they were very ecstatic to have me.
So are you having fun yet?
I am. I've been having a lot of fun all day.
I'm trying, man. I love hula hooping, but it's so hard to do.
Who are you?
We're with Wild Sky Tribal, the belly dance troupe that's out here.
So when are you going to perform?
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
7 o'clock. We performed at 2 today to standing ovation, big crowd, and we got to show it at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be out here tomorrow as well.
Okay, well what brought you out here?
You know, seriously, it was the equine charity event. The therapeutic camp that they're raising money for, and we're willing to do anything like that is benefiting others. We really love that idea. We have a whole gypsy camp over there. Come out and see us.
The gypsy camp?
We have a gypsy camp over there, yes we do. So we have a belly dance show tonight at 7, we have one tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and so we'd love to have anybody out that would like to come see us.
Our response time ain't that great. Hold on, 2 over. Merlin. Oh! Of course. Merlin. Oh! Just about any bird that I work with. One minor difference is that you notice how responsive this bird is. When I'm working with one of my eagles, the last thing that you want to do is call the bird to the fish after it has grabbed the lure, especially if you like the way your face currently looks. All right? So it is something that is a little different from bird to bird. Let's go ahead and give Merlin a big giant round of applause.
chicken?
Yeah. Doug, you want some ribs?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Did your dad like that apple cinnamon? Yeah, I figured you would.
Ben, tell me how you're involved in this.
We are doing all the cooking for the Noble Feast.
The Noble Feast?
Yes. And I gotta get back to the Noble Feast.
All right, buddy.
Sorry, Doug. See you later, dude.
My fellow dancers, I have I have Miss Joyce, and I have Miss Leah. So welcome, Wild Sky Tribal Dancers.
Right here.
What's up?
Bill.
All right, how
I
you doing?
expected you in full regalia.
Well, I'm just spectating tonight. I wasn't participating. I was just spectating.
All right. Well, what do you expect to spectate?
I expect that, you know, I'm going to have some jousting. And,
no.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure somebody's going to get jousting. And, you know, I feel sorry for that horse.
That's actually his concession stand. Yep.
Who is that?
Kevin.
Kevin's kind of busy right now.
Kevin is kind of busy. He's selling dogs.
Hi. Kevin, tell me who you are and who you're with.
I'm Kevin Rowe. I'm the owner of Country Dog Concessions.
What are you doing here?
We are feeding the masses today.
How did you get roped into this?
I'm the man.
This has been wonderful. This has been absolutely wonderful.
Okay. Why are you doing it?
Why, Emma?
Uh-huh.
We are helping with Shadow Ranch, and it's a phenomenal facility. They're helping kids, they're helping veterans, they're helping people that are truly in need.
For these knights to charge down this field, one versus the other. Full speed on horseback at a combined collision of upwards of 5,000 pounds of force at a combined total speed of upwards of 50 miles an hour. What you're going to see here tonight is the demolition derby of the medieval ages. What do you say? Now, here comes the truth. Go ahead and bring down the volume a little bit. To have the sport of jousting, first we need to have two dummies. I mean, two brave men to get dressed up in 150 pounds of armor. To then mount on top of their 2,000-pound war horses to charge down this field against each other. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, it is your voices and your voices alone that will lend the strength and courage to these knights. And the louder you cheer, the harder these knights will hit. The louder you cheer, the faster these horses go. And you want to see a fast, hard-hitting jousting night, do you not? All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, have a nice round of applause for the Black Team's very own, the runner-up in the TV show, Matt Hilton! This horse, of course, is in training. The horse he's riding right now is Sir. And Sir's not really used to an audience. But it didn't look like Matt had any problems whatsoever, did it? Again, nice round of applause for Matt and Sir! All right, we also have the champion of Full Metal Jousting. Ladies and gentlemen from Myrtle Beach, have a nice round of applause for the warrior himself, Joshua Knowles! That man tonight is riding Atco. Now, Josh Knowles, for the past couple of weeks, he's been having the Knights of Valor warming up, trying to get ready for this competition, because he knew not only did he have to go up against, well, of course, Matt Hilton and John Sykes, but he was going up against Rode Myers on his home turf. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this show, what you're here to see tonight, is not fake. These men are true champions and they don't want to lose. But most importantly, they want to put on a good jousting show for you. With that said, shall we have a jousting show? The horse by the name of Derby, and of course the horse by the name of Paladin. These two more horses are here tonight to carry you
have your horse.
victory. The other horses, it's time for these knights to go ahead and dismount them so we can get ready for the joust. Now, the first round of competition will be between Roe Myers and John Stikes. Roe Myers and John Stikes will be the first competition. Now, these other knights can stay here, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and have, anybody has any horse knowledge? Want to jump in the back? Hold on. Hang on to one of the horses. Come on in, buddy. Is that you, Ash? Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, Ash is going to come in the arena, help these guys out, just hold on to these horses. Don't mind just going over, hold on to Sir over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Roe Myers. He wanted to win on that TV show bad. Roe Myers came back a year later in Madison, Wisconsin, and actually won the Madison, Wisconsin tournament for the FMJ All-Stars, and he did so with great fashion. Will he win tonight? He's got to get through John Stikes first. Now remember on the TV show, this was the same matchup that we had for, of course, the second chance. Let's see what happens to these guys this first pass. Nice, coming out! Remember, the more you scream, the faster they will go! Raise your voices! Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, was that on target? Roe Myers lands intact. Oh, John Stikes off target on the pass guard. Just a little bit low. All right. John Stikes, he's ready. Derby, he's dropping ballast. He knows what's going on here. All right. Nice, receiving their lances. This is second pass. Roe Myers in the lead. 1-0. Nice. Set. Nice. Charging the crowd. Goes crazy. On target, Roe Myers. On target, John Stikes. Lances stay intact. 1 point each. 1 point only. Right now the score. Roe Myers in the lead with 2. John Stikes with 1. But they got to hit that sweet spot to break these lances. Nice coming about. Let him go! Huge hit there. Roe Myers off target. John Stikes on target. We have a tie score. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. And we're moving on to the fourth and final pass. Nice coming about. They're set. They're tied. Off target, Roe Myers. Off target, John Stikes. Both knights off target, ladies and gentlemen. No point scored. This, of course, now as a tie, we move on to the term called sudden death. It's a bad thing now for Josie. Knights coming about. They're tied. Set. Charging. On target. John. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, John Stikes on target, an extra point. He wins 3-2. Roe Myers, unfortunately, did not get that touch. Went right over the grid. No point scored. So John Stikes move on in this competition. A nice round of applause for these two warriors. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, are you happy with the first joust so far? That was some good action. Well, we did not have any broken lances. No broken lances yet. But there may be some broken lances in this next match. So a nice round of applause for Shallow Red. All right. In the list right now, we have Josh Knowles, the champ. Unfortunately, Josh Knoll, his lance still intact. No broken lance. The score right now, 5-1 in favor of Matt Hilton. Matt Hilton in the lead. Nice, coming about. They're set. Here we go. Off target, Matt Hilton. Off target. On target, Josh Knoll. On target. The score right now, 5-2. 5-2, still in favor of Matt Hilton. He got one broken lance so far, one broken lance as they're on the field. These knights are hitting each other and hitting each other hard, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have 2 more passes. 2 more passes. We're adjusting the 2 armor down here for Josh Knoll. Matt Hilton, Josh Knoll, 1 lance at a time is creeping back. The score still goes 5-3. We are moving on now to the last pass, ladies and gentlemen. 5-3. Now hold on, Josh Knoll broke his cauldron. I'm not sure if it's repairable. It's ripped completely off. Okay, well. Unfortunately here for Josh Knoll, so I got Josh Knoll. Josh, the only way you can continue is if you take that cauldron off. You want to joust? Yes, he does! He's jousting without the shoulder armor there, ladies and gentlemen, taking these shots. If Matt misses, it's going to be all over for Josh Knoll. They don't care there. Here we go. Nice go to Matt. They're set. But he's going for the goal. Matt Hilton! Next up, of course, in the other end, making his way down here right now. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Jonathan Stites. We are going to watch 2 men from Atlanta, Georgia, beat the snot out of each other. What do you say? Hold on 1 second, Arthur. Okay, here we go. Matt Hilton taking his lance. John Stites taking his lance. Nice out received. Nice coming about. This is the goal medal match. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your voices! Oh! Huge hit there. On target, Matt Hilton. 1 point. Lance did not break. And on Matt Hilton's cauldron, starting to flop over. Looks like the chick's got put the strap on. Let's look at the strong strikes on target there, Steve. Let's say we have even for these 2 boys from Atlanta, Georgia. Nice coming out. They're set. They're charging the crowd. Off target. Off target. Both nice off target. No point score. The score still.
No, I totally understand. I thought that it was just this one that you would.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the second pass. Still tied 1-1. Nice, receive your lances. Nice, coming about. Make some noise! Did not break his lance. He's now behind the score. 6 Now hold on a second. I've just been informed that unfortunately that second joust that we wanted to have happen cannot happen because the suit of armor is broken at the back. It's going back tomorrow. But with that said, I'm going to ask these knights, Matt Bowman, Joris Stites, you mind doing an extra few passes?
There we go.
I am going to thank you, young man. I hope you enjoy Jess.
I look forward to being part of my
I think they please. Thank you. Thanks.
The process has already been.
Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed that, Jeff. You'll be open tomorrow, right? Yes, we will. Yes. Oh, wonderful. We'll look forward to seeing you.
It's not cheap. It's the first time they've given me the hat. Normally I just play with the fire.
Thank you.